Welcome back from the break. You're watching NewsX and I'm Asavri Jindal. Let's put out some breaking news that's coming in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has arrived at the Seychelles International Airport in Victoria, marking the start of his state visit to the island nation. At the invitation of Seychelles President Dr. Patrick Hermione, PM Modi will be in Seychelles from June 27th up until 29th of June 2026. During the visit, the Prime Minister will attend the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the Seychelles National Day as the guest of honor. Atul Ranjan joins us on the broadcast to give us more on this. Atul, give us the details of the significance of the Prime Minister's visit to Seychelles.
Well, quite a significant tour from the Indian Prime Minister. Now, obviously, this is the second tour from the Indian Prime Minister Modi, but given the fact that this is the fifth, the Golden Jubilee celebration of Seychelles independence, as well as this is the 50 years, this day marks the 50 years of, the ties between India and Seychelles as well. So, given that fact, it is quite interesting. Now, apart from the fact that the Indian Prime Minister would be meeting the state head, the President of Seychelles, Indian Prime Minister would also be addressing the National Assembly of the Seychelles, as well as the Indian, contingent of Indian Armed Forces as well as Indian Navy has also been dispatched to take part on the celebration that happens to mark the National Day in Seychelles, and the Indian contingent will also be taking part in the march past that happens to celebrate the National Day. Now, coming to the business talks of it, given the fact that India's MAHASAGAR project has been launched as a global mission, the East African nation is quite significant, given the fact that it is quite crucial to India's mission to Mahasagar, as well as the fact that that Indian Prime Minister is also going to meet top business delegate of Seychelles, as well as the fact that India is also looking to expand the trade and the energy trade with Seychelles. Also, the fact that in the crisis that has recently been seen in the West Asia, India's maritime cooperation is also something which is on agenda with the East African nations. So all in all, quite comprehensive tour. Prime Minister Modi will obviously discuss all these matters with the President of Seychelles. So given that all the fact and the importance of the day, the importance of the tour, quite a significant tour from the Indian Prime Minister.
Absolutely, Atul, stay on with us because let's quickly talk about the visuals on our screens and what makes this visit truly special. The visuals that we're tracking at the moment are from the Seychelles National Botanical Garden. This is where the Prime Minister is meeting Jonathan, who is an Aldabra giant tortoise estimated to be 193 years of age in 2026. That's a very important and a very interesting interaction that is taking place where the Prime Minister, of course, as you can see the live visuals, is drinking coconut water. And he's fed Jonathan, who is 193 years of age, and he's an Aldabra giant tortoise. Atul continues to be with us on the broadcast. Atul, these visuals that we're tracking from the Botanical Garden in Seychelles, they are truly special, as I was saying, but give us a little bit of an understanding on the same.
Prime Minister Modi has recently landed, so all this, the usual welcoming and the ceremony of the, that is put in place. Because remember, this tour by the Indian Prime Minister is a state visit. It's quite a special visit in that respect. So clearly, the welcome that the Prime Minister Modi is receiving, as well as when it comes to meeting the tortoise that we just mentioned. In fact, that this particular tortoise quite made headlines across the world recently after it turned 193 years old. Now, the Prime Minister Modi, as you can see in visuals, has obviously fed the tortoise, and now he's also been given the traditional welcome as well, part of which is also the coconut drink as well. Now, Prime Minister Modi is obviously apart from the business aspects of this tour, Prime Minister Modi is also scheduled to in fact interact with the Indian diaspora. A large Indian diaspora is also residing in the Seychelles, and Prime Minister Modi is also set to visit them, address them as well. So, all in all, quite a comprehensive visit from the Prime Minister Modi, apart from the, all those important mission Mahasagar, as well as, the maritime cooperation, the trade, energy, security, and all those serious aspects, apart from the fact that, but obviously apart from that, the celebrations, that this story is also part of the celebration that is underway in Seychelles, the very fact that the nation is celebrating its 50th, Independence Day, Golden Jubilee celebration. In fact, that is all kind of of makes it a quite a comprehensive tour from the Prime Minister Modi, where he'll also address the National Assembly of Seychelles. So all in all, quite a comprehensive tour where Prime Minister Modi would be engaged in a different sort of activities, meeting different business leaders, ministers, as well as diaspora leaders as well.
All right, Atul, thank you for sharing all those details.